Pause. Hold it. There we go. Good evening. It's Ruth Marquise. Welcome to the Ruth and Relationship Show. I am your host, Ruth Marquise, aka your favorite realtor, aka your favorite credit specialist, aka your love negotiator. I help good women and good men relate and get into quality and good relationships that lead to quality families, that lead to quality communities, that leave quality legacies. Let's build. Yay! We're back. We know it. We know it. We got the proof. We show it. Hey, we back and back. And we know it. Hey, we back. Tell your friends we back. We back. We back. All right. Hey guys, how are you today? Today's topic is there are good women out there. You're looking at one. You're looking at one. Where'd she go? Where, are they here? Are they here? Are they? Yeah, she's right here. All right, there are good women out here. If you're on here, say hi. If you're watching this on the replay, hashtag replay. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are going to have a good time today. I am coming back from like a 2 month hiatus, right? It's been like 60 days. I didn't know it was like a whole fast thing. I didn't see it coming, but I was like, bet this is what we doing? Cool. I'm telling you, I got the detox from social media. It was great because it does something to you. It makes you I posted. Let me see the comment. Let me see the like. Let me see this. Anybody? Okay. I put you know, it was just great. I didn't want to put my phone down. I ain't post nobody's birthday. I was like, look, if I know you in person, happy birthday to your face. Back in the day, y'all, back in the day, like the kids say, back in the 1900s. So, yeah. But I ran into so many people that tell me they watch the show. They may not comment. They may not like, but they definitely follow, right? And then it's like, y'all need to comment. Y'all need to say something. Thank you. But they're like, keep doing what you're doing. We love the show. So I have run into people that, take the topics and implement them in their relationship. They have conversations and they see things from a different perspective. So that is the whole point, and that is what we're doing. Okay, guys, do y'all like my I know y'all saw my natural hair before, but like this is the dude. This is it right here. Tell me, like, is this like, do I need more length to this hairstyle? Y'all think that I should make it longer? Because I'm like, I got some haters. I'm like, once my haters start talking, I'm like, oh, okay, I got something to say. I got something to say because I don't have a wig on. They got something to say, y'all. So let the people know if y'all like my hairstyle, because I know the people on the street like if anything, okay. All right, so hey guys, yeah. So share this live with your friends. There are good women out here. Okay. So the style of the show has changed. We come on once a week right now. Don't know how long that's going to be, but for right now, once a week. Tune into the other shows that I do. I'm focusing on real estate on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, we're focusing on money. So Ruth in the Bag, check it out. It's always going to be in the afternoon. She says, Eve says, you are fabulous. Thank you. I definitely came and did the show last week looking like I was tired. Don't go back. No, actually go back and find that one. That was actually good. I gave all the secrets of the sleaze balls. Thank you for that comment. Thank you guys. Your comments are much appreciated. So thank you so much. Now, there are amazing women out here, but there are the internet decided to focus on the craziness of women, right? And we can get a little crazy. We can get a little, I seen some things that I shouldn't have seen. Should have closed my eyes. I ain't have to see that woman, right? We can get a little aggressive when we want something, or very like, okay, this and that and the third, when it's important. But there are way more good women, I believe, than bad women. You know, I just had to believe. If y'all want me to believe that about men, and I wholeheartedly believe there are way more good men. How many people think is way more good men than what has been advertised or brainwashed? in our minds. It's way more good men. I know you don't want to believe it, right? Maybe that man wasn't for you, but it doesn't mean he wasn't a good man, right? There's some people that they're good fathers. They may not never be a good husband or boyfriend, but they're good fathers, right? They may not be great fathers, and you ain't got to be great, but you got to be a good one, right? So that is like how it is with the women. But every time somebody does something crazy on the internet, if it ain't crazy, it's not going to get no clicks or views, right? We don't do things for clicks or views. We do things for truth around here. That's why I'm not going to say, I used to say they don't like me, but they don't like the truth. It's not me that you don't like, it's the truth, right? So if you got an argument, like if you have like a disagreement about it, you're gonna be like, Ruth, I disagree because X, Y, Z, and we could talk about it. But you just hold, just like, she don't know what you're talking about. Just throw everything out because you don't have, you can't, if you can't intelligently debate it. So that's where it's like, okay, what is it about what Ruth's saying? Getting on, if somebody's talking and they're getting on my nerves, I'm trying to figure out what about this conversation is ringing true for it to get on my nerves. What about it cannot change, right? So if we stop focusing on low level behaving women and thinking, right? The crazy ones that get online, talk about they slept with 2,000 men. Like, why would, first of all, I got a lot to say, y'all. I'm just sitting there like in the background, like, why? Before we get started on our topic, oh, let me put it. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all the rundown. But why do we think it's okay to put all of our thoughts online? I was in church the other day. She was like, you when Facebook says, "What are you thinking?" You don't really got to answer, honestly. What? Just because, and this is my problem, right? When you ask a woman a question, right? If they're the manipulative and the sneaky ones, they're going to like deflect, answer something else, ask you why. They know how to put the wall up, right? Hold on, guys. Aaliyah, Aaliyah, Aaliyah. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Aaliyah, Aaliyah. You know what's about the children. You know I don't play with my babies now. All right, so just because you ask a question doesn't mean you have to answer it honestly or in a way. Like this guy, I was just about to say it was women, but men do it too. The guy's walking up to everybody saying, "How much do you make?" And the smart guys was like, "Well, I'm not gonna put that out there." Social media or the IRS, but people, if you ask them a question, they're going to answer it. But they were like taking advantage of that and just asking them that. But I can see how much you make, but how many people you slept with? And y'all sitting here answering, "Hey Keisha, how are you?" She said, "Hey, how you doing? It's time for Ruth the Relationships, finally." Right? Y'all over here telling them y'all slept with 2,000 people? What is wrong with you? Why are you telling people on the internet your business like that? Y'all have to, just because you see people online, that's why I was like, good luck to the people that think they can get to know me through the show. And then, so many sides. Did you see my kids? They all look like me, but totally different. They all represent a different side of me. Not that I'm two-faced, I'm the same person, but I don't put all my business on the internet. I put enough of it to I put enough of it for people to be scared, but not everything. But it's certain things you have to keep guarded. So please stop telling everybody everything. And guys, I've been told y'all this, ladies. The guys look at your Facebook. It's like opening up your brain. Don't tell them too much online. What? See, I have realtor brain on my mind, right? So I'm like, is this gonna not sell me house? Or sell me house? Now, Ruth the Relationships is different, okay? Because I probably screwed up a couple sales. Some of them women was mad. Like, I'm not gonna use you. I'm like, that's okay. Somebody's husband's gonna use me. Shut up. Some married couples gonna use me. It's okay, right? It's okay. But when you're married, you gonna use me. You're like, you know what, girl? It's okay because they buying bigger homes when they're married. I've been told y'all that I reconciled the sales I lost. I'm okay with that. They still coming to me though. But I miss y'all. Did I tell y'all I miss y'all? Okay, so yeah, stop telling everybody your business. But let me give you the rundown. We got 5 topics. We're gonna move them quickly. And I apologize for all the shows I kept y'all on forever, but I'm thorough like that. So imagine me as your realtor, your favorite realtor. I know people say that they're your favorite realtor, but I'm the realtor of all realtors. Okay. She said, "Oh, I miss you." Yeah, she said, "Oh, Kate." Shout out to Keisha, guys. If you are not registered for her natural expo, when is the date? Please, 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 please register. I feel like I can go. I feel like I'm qualified now that my hair is natural. She said, "We like forever." Absolutely. October the 1st, okay? October the 1st. If you're in the tri-state area, make it to the Natural Hair Expo. It's going to be amazing. Oh my gosh. Is that this weekend? Okay, I'm excited. All right. She said, "Where have you been, my love?" Monet. I know. I took a break from social media. It was great. I suggest y'all, when y'all do y'all social media fast, stick to it. I did not post. Yeah. She says, yes. Yeah. So we are at Instagram. Who representing on Instagram? Guys, I mean, yes. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So please, like I said, don't put all your business on the internet. All right. I do want to talk about oxytocin. All right. So topic number 1, we're going to talk about focusing on, stop focusing on low level thinking women and acting women. Where's she at? 2 is the rebranding of Derek Jackson. Okay. 3 is the banning of Andrew Tate. You need a room? No. Oh, okay. No. I thought you were here. I was going to say hi. Oh, okay. No, I'm good. Yeah. All right. All right. Cool. I'm on live. All right. Cool. Thank you. And that's why I haven't been doing the lives, because I don't want interruption. He said they was fine. I know, girl. I know. She was like, "Well, what's your Facebook name? I know you do videos. You were number 5 in social media a couple years ago." I was like, "No, nobody's my friend." Stop trying to smile. All right. We'll talk about the rich buying up the land and Nia Long. Okay, y'all gonna catch me up. She said, no info. I know, right? Keisha, like people for work, they do not get what's the face, but I think they like, let me tell you, they'll tell you about mouth, the ones that are my friends. Hey, share this live, guys. Share this with your friends, guys. Let everybody know that Ruth and Relationships is back every Thursday. Oh, guys. All right, so like I said, first topic, we got to stop focusing on low level women that's keying up cars, women that think that they're going to get the 6-figure guy. They got 6 baby daddies, 6 kids, whoever is. What I will say, if you do have children, try to make the deal sweeter by, having yourself together, just working on yourself, growing, going to therapy. I went to therapy, y'all. I'm in therapy, y'all. I'm in therapy. Again, I've been going to counseling all that time. So, but I'm back in, and just working on yourself and working on, becoming the best version of yourself. That's automatic, better candidate to be in a relationship. Okay, and then staying away from people that's not on that level. You're going to see that you did all this work, and you're not going to accept people that's not doing the same level of work as well. If that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so number 2, the rebranding of Derek Jackson. Yo, did y'all see Derek Jackson video? Okay, well, since I got all the tools that I need, let me tell y'all. Yo, this was so bad. I forgot Derek Jackson's name. I promise you, I forgot his name when I was trying to write this down. I was like, "What's his name again?" Because I had banned him in my mind. Well, how many of y'all watch Derek Jackson? You know what's so funny though about the guy that came to spot? He was like, "Your mom doing a video." They know exactly. They know I'm in the office. Listen, y'all want me to lead generate. By the way, buy a house, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland. Y'all know. She said, I missed this video. What video? I'm trying to pull it up for you right now. Since I got my technology right. All right, so let's see. Let's get on here. So Derek Jackson comes on here and he like sounding like a human being. All right, so y'all who like Derek Jackson? Like, oh my god, I'm like he sound like it sound like somebody chopped his head off and put a woman on there. Cause I was like, yeah, 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 yeah. I was agreeing. I was like, oh. But usually Derek Jackson like the pander, like that man ain't nothing, that man ain't this, that man ain't that. It's like he sound like somebody old bitter mama. So that's why the men don't like him. And the women be like, yeah, yeah. But you can't never say, like, oh, Derek Jackson got me a man. You can't say that. He just like a girlfriend that you complain about men to. Y'all just complaining together. That's not getting you nowhere. That's why it's like a whole thing where it's like, baby, just stay away. Just stay away. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on. There's so many topics, so many things to do, but let's see. I think I got it right here. Hold on, y'all. Y'all gotta hear this because he actually sound. He sound. I'm gonna let you hear it. I'm gonna let y'all hear it. I'm gonna let y'all.
You know, that's what trips me out. It's like we say women got the unrealistic expectations, and some of them do. But ain't nobody's got more unicorn, fairy tale, Dora the Explorer expectation of the opposite sex than us men. But look at us. Like, what do we expect of a woman? She got to be a virgin, but she got to be a freak. She got to pay half the bills, but she got to do 100% of the cleaning, the cooking, the child raising. She got to be exhausted from all of that, all the cooking and washing and cleaning and all that good stuff, and still be horny enough to meet our sexual needs and get a good night's rest, but also wake up in the middle of the night in case we want some head and a turkey sandwich. That ain't it. She also got to give birth to all our babies because, we got to have that legacy. But then she can't have no stretch marks and she got to lose that baby weight in 30 days or less. And then she got to do it while fighting postpartum depression by herself. We gonna tell her she having an attitude or something like that because all we thinking about is we ain't got no vagina in the last 6 weeks that she got to take to heal. That ain't it. Then she can get older, but she can't look older. Otherwise, we're gonna say that she's falling off. Like the list goes on, but just tell me something. How many women do you know that fit into that category? All right, so somebody sent me this video, and the first thing I said was, "Why did you send me a Derek Jackson video? Like, what?" But I noticed in the video that he wasn't in his car. It felt different.
He's been canceled.
Hear what he said? I'm like, okay. I received what he was saying, actually, instead of, the typical, he go with his bull crap, right? And it made me go on his page, and I'm like, oh, rebrand. This is what he's seemed to be doing now. He's getting out of the car, and he's, on a pop.
Don't he look like he took it to another level? Look at him. I was like, he got skinnier too.
Podcast type of scenario, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay. And I actually watched a couple of his videos, and I'm like, okay, I can agree with that. Okay, I can agree with that. And of course, it's still Derek Jackson being Derek Jackson, but I can see that not only is the video, what he's portraying more polished, but what he's conveying is more polished. It's not the typical side by side.
Now, how many people agree with what Derek Jackson says? Do you agree that, I mean, if you go back to the beginning, all my day ones know I said that. Remember when I was like on 50-50, people like was mad. The men was mad about the 50-50 thing with me. Okay, I know they was mad. I put the men on first. I was like, y'all want us to do 50-50, all the kids, all of the picking up, the dropping offs, the everything, right? The laundry, the cooking, the cleaning, and pay 50% of the bills. And pay 50% of the bills. You're doing 75 of the load, and the bills is like, why are you paying? Okay, so you just pay 50 and you do nothing. But I gotta pay 50 and do everything else for your kids, right? So there you go. Now, women, don't mistake that for now you have kids. You bringing kids in, that's your problem. You got to do all that stuff for your own kids. I don't believe in that. Like, you got to take care of your kid. You can't be like, well, this is we all one family. Now you finna pay some 50-50 sis, or 60-40. So this is what we were talking about before. And now he's saying this. I can't remember what he was saying before, but he was like, y'all know good men. That's his message was no, y'all know good men. But here at the Ruth and Relationship Show, we've always said that we don't even think about those no good men. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. We're not even gonna think about those no good women. Yo, sorry, I gotta go back. You know I can't stay on. There's women that they just want stuff. They just it's all about them. It's if they don't get what they want, I'm talking about those women. They don't it's no give or take. It's no I'll do for my man. Everybody that's like, oh, he ain't worth nothing, and that's what he supposed to do anyway. They're dead to me. They're dead to me. I ain't got time for that. If you're about elevating yourself, how you gonna say, well, I'm not gonna do nothing for him? You're supposed to be elevating yourself. What do you think life is about? You think life is about sitting pretty? No, 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 no. Sitting pretty and doing nothing? No. You have to be pretty, cute, and work hard at the same time. That's why it's hard for women. But it's really, really, really hard for men. And I realized that how hard it can be. Like I knew somebody that was, and I've done this, they were working from morning to night. Every day they got off at 10, 11 o'clock, went to sleep, got up. Like ask any man if they've ever done that in their life, right? 7 weeks, no sleep. I've been in positions where I had to 7 weeks, just the same thing, work for 16 hours a day and just get up and do it the next, take a shower, go to bed and do it the next day and do it the next day. Men, you have to add picking up stuff, heavy stuff, and doing all of these kind of things. Like, so you have to respect what men are doing. And then, but these women are like, yeah, gimme, and give me your check and give me this and give me that. And it's not enough. And it's all about me. And put me on a pedestal and talk to me nice all day, all night. Yeah. And do what I say. It's too much. Y'all not gonna be like, yo, it's too much. Hey, Mika. She said, hey, girlfriend, how are you, love? Yes, every week, Thursday, I'm gonna stay with 4 o'clock. I'm gonna stay with 4 for right now. Everybody okay? My people good. The kids are from school. You know, it's a little rough with mama stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. But yes, it's so nice to see you, Mika. And I think the good women are opening their eyes. Put your hand in the chat, like put a one in the chat or your hand up, raise your hand if you have opened your eyes in the last 1 to 2 years, in the last 6 months to 1 year, and be like, you know what? As a woman, I'm not gonna act the way they told me to act, but I'm gonna step it up. I'm gonna be better. How many women are being better? How many women are trying to do more? How many women are trying to level up? Not just your money, but your attitude. You smile a little bit more. You're more cordial to people. You don't get into beefs anymore. You try to be peaceful. You try to do what you got to do for your family. You try to be a better mother. You try to be a better friend. You try to be better in every area, even though you don't have a relationship, but you're growing. How many people are growing? Thank you. Keisha's one, right? We are trying to be better. There's good women out there. And now that you know, like, you know what? I took that advice and I implemented that. I took that advice and I implemented that. We're actually probably in a better position. Well, social media knocked us down a little bit, but we're probably in a better position than women back in the day because they didn't hear all the things that we're hearing. They don't have all the information. So yeah, we got knocked back with social media and so many options. You know, men think some men, even though some of them don't have options, but some of them do, right? He's a good looking man. He got options, sis. I'm sorry to tell you. So y'all want to fight over the pretty boys? knock yourself out. But now he's looking at the app and he's like, oh, I don't want her. I want her. I want this. I want that. And he's like, it's a world of women out there. And the women are doing the same thing. The problem is when we do, it's a world of men out there. We're not choosing for relationships. They are. So you could choose the one you want all you want to, but they got to choose you back. And then you don't know what to do because you're not focused on this. You're not focused on the things that you do that are I'm laughing because somehow like, oh, you have masculine hand gestures. Like men, if y'all are watching this, let me know if y'all think my hand gestures are masculine. This is why I don't talk to this person no more. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That we weren't in the same bracket of times that we lived in. So I'm like, what woman are you looking for? Okay, because you want her to be fun and you want her to act like she's like this all the time. Calm down. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, so he was saying that you can rebrand yourself, right? Rebrand yourself. Sometimes you got to pull back and come back and rebrand yourself. Did y'all see the one where Will Smith was doing this thing right here and then the screen was moving so it looked like he was dancing? I'm like, is he rebranding himself? He coming back from wherever he is and getting back on the internet. Sometimes you got to take a break and come back and be that person and be different. Take some time off and be a better person. Take some time off and be the elevated version of yourself, you know? So sometimes you just got to step it up, you know? And so this is what Derek Jackson is doing. So let's give it a couple more.
Video where he's like, see, right here, this guy's trash, and a real man would have did this, and a real man wouldn't do that. No, it was pretty cool. And the reason why I'm doing this video isn't really about talking about Derek Jackson. It's about the rebrand. I think as individuals, men and women, the reason why you in particular have so many issues in your life with the opposite sex, family members, co-workers, jobs, money, or anything else, is because there are people around you looking to see if you are capable of change. Are you capable of growing out of the person that you were? Do you have the capacity to seek out help or to make, substantial changes in your life? Or do you want to be the same person? Ladies, guys will tell you all the time, your attitude, I'm independent, all this other stuff that men talk about a lot. We're not just complaining. It's an actual issue. And what we are looking from you is, are you going to offer some type of rebrand experience with you? Are you going to finally start complaining about how these men are doing this and these men are doing that, and you actually start focusing on yourself, where your energy is different? I can see Derek Jackson's energy is different.
When you actually do what he says and you change, you go back you go back in your social media and your past and be like, okay, was I complaining about the opposite sex? This is for men and for women. And you go back and you make the changes, right? And you start to speak, you could just stop talking about it. That's one. You could be neutral, even if you feel some type of way about men at the time. You can just be neutral about it. Don't put it on your page or whatever, and then start to make positive changes. I said this last week. I got a message that was saying that, they saw the growth they seen. They've been watching, for a couple years now, and they can see me making a totally different. I became a totally different person, right? A better person. And he was saying how, I like when women, they going through some things, but they made the changes, because that woman is a better version of herself, right? And it was really good. So it's okay to rebrand yourself. It's okay to be like, you know what, that's the old way of thinking. When I went to my therapist and I was like, I've been on this journey, and I was telling him about the relationships journey, and he was like, it's like not a transformation, like what's the when the butterfly, what's the word with the butterfly? The butterfly makes this let me see what y'all gonna say. What's the butterfly word? What's the transformation word for a butterfly? I think that's what it is, right? And we just mutating into somebody different. Like I cannot think the way I thought before. I can't unsee it, when I hear somebody saying things negatively about the opposite sex, I'm like, I can't listen to men talk negatively about women, not good women, and I can't listen to women talk negatively about good men. So it's a different mindset now. So yeah, he was just talking about the rebranding, and I wanted to go on because he admitted that we just talk the negative about women right now. Like we are really throwing women under the bus, like every 5 seconds.
Ladies, are you gonna finally go to the gym and actually change some things about you? Go to therapy instead of blaming men all the time. Show people what the rebrand actually looks like. And
Okay, I'll give you an example. So I said, well, out of everybody that I could have chose, right? Instead of me choosing, this is how I knew I had to go to therapy. I said, instead of me choosing somebody that was okay, that was a average person, not too crazy and not too, weird, I chose the biggest narcissist. I was like, oh my God. I was like, out of everybody, I chose that guy. And I was like, I'm in trouble because I picked that person. So I could say he's trash, he's this and that and the third, but I picked him. I didn't like none of the other ones. I like that one, right? And that's where it's like, okay, yes, you can blame the opposite sex, but are you have as a woman allowed people access to your time, your energy, your space. So you just have to know who is a wolf in sheep clothing and not deal with that. You can't be like, oh, he a wolf, but I feel like I can make him a sheep. Like I feel like if he come around me, this is so good that I'm right. I'm gonna make him, he gonna be wrapped around my finger. He gonna be doing everything I say. He gonna be eating out my head. No, ma'am. You gotta know what game you're playing. Why? Because men, what did I say? Women make love with their heart, and men, I don't know. I forgot the saying, but it's like we get our heart involved. So how you going to win against somebody that don't even have their heart in it? You're setting yourself up for a loss. You're setting yourself up. You're playing a game. Let's say somebody playing a game and somebody taking it serious. So the women are taking it serious. The good women are taking it serious, but they are playing with game players. I'm giving it to you all this scenario all in one time. This is it. This is the crux of it. Y'all are, I love you. This is my dreams. I love you. And this is, hello, my name is Jerry the game player, right? Or Gino the game player. And I'm gonna tell you whatever you want to hear. I really do gotta get the relationship socks, the Muppets. I'm gonna tell you whatever you want to hear. You beautiful. Oh, thank you. You so lovely. Oh, thank you. No, you don't need to change a thing about you. I put you on a pedestal. Oh, thank you. Here's my body. Oh, I got to go. I got what I wanted. Right? You're you're trying to game a game player. Do you know how the only way you can win against a game player is if you become as dirty. Like, okay, that's like playing with somebody and they keep elbowing you and they're foul. No, that's not a foul. That's not a foul, right? You would have to play as dirty as them. That means you become a worse person in order to outdo the game player. Last week, I got to see last week's show. It was so good. But it was sleaze ball time. And I say we're basically creating professional sleaze balls out of women. Talking about hot girl summers. We're becoming sleaze balls, right? We say we ain't gonna talk about them women, but let's step into that world for a second. We gonna do the men like they do us. We gonna sleep around. We gonna do whatever. Why can't all be forgiven? Because the game was already rigged in the first place. They were the choosers, and part of their bylaws and choose. I don't want a girl with a lot of bodies, and you're like, well, I'm gonna get a lot of bodies anyway because I don't know you. But when I get with you, why you can't just accept me for who I am? And you getting on the internet talking about yourself with 200 to 2,000 men? That don't make no sense. No good guys ever. His friend is gonna see a clip. I don't care if they got 11 views. They were like, yeah, girl, that was your girl, right? I just can't. All right, guys. Um, Let me know if y'all can hear me on Instagram. Somebody's calling me. All right, cool. So, does that make sense? Okay. So you can rebrand yourself.
Hello.
Hello, can I call you back, please?
Hello?
Can I call you back?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. All right. I hope y'all can still hear me on Instagram. One second, y'all. Deja, see if you can hear me on Instagram. All right, I got my support staff next. Okay, last week I didn't have it. All right. So does that make sense? All right. So you can't out sleaze a sleaze ball without getting your hands dirty. You can't out sleaze the sleaze balls. You're gonna lose that one because you got to become dirty. You got to lay with the pigs. You got to get dirty. You can't wear this white thing and then, you know, what's it? The Bible says, "Don't cast your pearl before swine." Look at you, guys. You setting me up. You said yes? Huh? Oh no! But you can hear me though. Okay. All right. Okay. They can hear me, but the. Okay. Got it. I got it. The computer makes noise. Okay. So, all right. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Let me stand this up real quick. All right. So yeah, if you want to out sleaze the sleaze ball, you want to play that game, you're probably gonna lose it. But okay, good luck. Good luck with that. There you go. All right. Hey Instagram. Glad y'all can join us. All right. So rebranding. Basically, stop complaining about women online. Women stop complaining about men online. Be grown. We got problems. I got stuff to talk about with you. I got stuff to talk about with you that's bigger than what we're trying to do here. They trying to take away, they trying to buy up all the land and mess up the food supply, and y'all can't get together. Well, it's getting worse. Anyway, I'll move on. So the next topic is the banning of Andrew Tate. I don't think I'm gonna get to everything today. Okay, the banning of Andrew Tate. Anybody know who Andrew Tate is? Oh, the last thing that Mr. Lego was saying, he's like, if somebody rebrands themselves, then you should basically, let them know, like, okay, you're doing a good job. Like somebody trying, give them good, tell them you're doing a good job. That was it. All right. So Andrew Tate, if y'all don't know, is this guy. The thing I remember the most, he was like, I wouldn't let a woman fly a plane. I would be so upset if I found out my woman was the pilot was a woman. I was like, that was the most offensive thing. But then I thought about it too. He was like, they're just gonna panic and they're gonna be emotional and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I gotta know the woman first. And I'm like, there's men that would do that. To be honest with you, there's men that I would prefer a woman to be the pilot over a man that because she is solid and she's not going to overreact or whatever in emergencies. That's what I'm saying. But this guy, he's over here. They try to say he was beating women. They try to say he was doing all this crazy stuff. But in reality, y'all, oh my gosh, it's so good. They took this man off of TikTok. Well, no, he don't have a TikTok. They took him off of Facebook. They took him off of Instagram. They canceled all his accounts. Okay. YouTube gone. Okay. And the problem that y'all need to see, you got to stop being offended and see the problem in this. There's a virtual government. There's a virtual government. They have control. Like, let's say you wanted to build your business and you got 100,000 people, you got 1 million people on YouTube, and then YouTube shut down. And not just YouTube, Facebook, all of them got together to shut you down. That's crazy. That's crazy. They didn't shut down the women that says kill all men. They ain't shut them down. But they shut this guy down. Why? Because he was telling people, wake up. He was telling the young boys to get their money up. He was telling them all types of stuff, right? Hey, Tony. So, and it was getting scared. They don't want the young boys to eat. Look, E.T. I was going to listen to E.T., right? E.T. the hip hop preacher. I don't know if you know him, but most people do. And I used to listen to him a lot. and especially when I first started real estate, the second time. And he said the kids that he used to talk to turned into doctors and lawyers and basketball players, hey, and everything like that. They turned into these grown-ups who make a lot of money, who follow him, who they became professional athletes. So the kids that we talk to today, which I was like, listen, if I have to talk to the kids, that's fine, because if people don't, if they're, because they're older, they're basically, men have said because women are older, they don't change. And I'm like, that's not true. And I get it. It is a minority of us, but we can change and we can be motivated and we can, like, okay, this is what I like, because they're gonna do what you like. They're gonna find out what you like. That's how they got you in the first place. And this is the thing. Women don't think like it's two ways. It's like they're doing it. You know, the men, your man, your husband, your boyfriend, he knows what you like. He know that's how you smile. He knows how to keep you. But do you know how to keep him? Do you know how to keep him happy? Or do you want to feel like, well, he married me, now he's trapped? No, you don't want to. I don't want to be with somebody and they feel like they trapped. I don't want to be with somebody and they feel like they got a bad deal. I want him to feel like he's like won the lottery. And that's what we have to do. We have to figure out what's up with our dude, right? So anyway, long story short, we got to make because he was talking to the young people and challenging the system and challenging the matrix and all of that stuff. They banned him, which is scary. And not only that, they froze some bank accounts and so I was like, the banks got him. Yo, y'all have to wake up. Please wake up now. Look into that and let me know what y'all think about it. I know maybe you never heard of Andrew Tate, but he is after Kevin Samuels passed, that's all you heard about was Andrew Tate, Andrew Tate, Andrew Tate. He's this heavyweight fighter. And the women are mad because like he's talking about having like tons of girlfriends. Well, he get a lot of girls. Okay, all the women want him, and if they don't want him, they mad that he talking trash about women. But a lot of times, guys, you have to understand that people know what to say on YouTube. Cause so when I hear something stupid like women are bad drivers, I laugh. I laugh. I'm sorry, it's my. It is like, what? They just say stupid stuff. And it's like, are you trying to do this for clicks, likes, or views? It's horrible. I hate being in a car with a man that drives fast. Everybody's a bad driver. And then the statistics right there. Marquis, hey, what's up? You said they did him wrong. Thank you. And they don't want our men to think for themselves. This is what hurts so bad. I get it, women. We so focused on what we got going on, our emotions and whatever. But the men are thinking bigger picture. Like, I got to get my family right. If they're not thinking long term, we are in trouble, right? We are in trouble if our men are not thinking for themselves. So he's telling men to think for themselves. He's telling young guys, think for yourself. Don't just go by what the society is telling you to do. I told you, some of the coolest guys I ever met, they just do their own thing. They're weird. But it's okay. To us, they're weird. But in reality, they're not weird. They're just being a man. Men don't care what you feel about them. I really don't care. He said, you're pretty confident. You don't care what people think. I don't. And for that, they'd be like, oh, well, she should care what I think. No, I don't. I don't care. I must say what I have to say. And when you realize that people cannot stop your progress, they can't stop you. They can't stop where God is taking you. They can't stop they can't shut your mouth. Once you understand how powerful your voice is, then it doesn't matter what people think or say about you. So when I stopped the show and like I literally ran into like 6 people, guys, 6 people I ran into, and they're like, Ruth, I love the show. I watched the show. Please keep doing it. The women need to hear it. You may not get all of them, but you'll get a couple of them. That's from one guy. That's somebody I went to high school with. You may not get all of the women, but you get some of them. I remember back in the day when my cousins used to be like, the women in America, this is crazy. I'm gonna go to Haiti and get a wife. They did that. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. They've been figured that out been long time ago, before the men said they were leaving the country to go find somebody else. Now the men are leaving. The men didn't have to leave. All we had to do was get ourselves together. Now the best of them, first of all, they can afford the flight. They ain't broke. Now, They're leaving to go get something else because we don't want to change. It don't make sense. Marquise says, you are right. Fear tactics and illusion is what most are following. Yeah. Fear tactics, and then they tell you what to say. So basically, when you demonetize certain things, you control everybody. So they don't want, like, let's say I say whatever I want, I say whatever word I want. If you watch a YouTuber long enough, they're not saying certain words because they don't want to get demonetized, meaning they make their money off of YouTube, but it doesn't matter. See, I can make my video and somebody's still gonna buy a house. I'm on the phone, I'm talking to y'all right now, and the real estate call is coming in. So I don't have to worry about, oh, well, am I going to get demonetized today? Oh my gosh. How am I going to pay my bills? Now they control you. But if y'all watch that interview, I think, can't remember the show was on, but put Andrew Tate in, figure out what's going on with him, because when I said I was pissed off, I was in a grocery store and I was so mad when my eyes were open how these social media companies are running our lives. Literally had to go on a fast. Literally. I'm mad that my kid, that's how, when you start doing things and your kid's like, Mom, I put the phone away today. Like they know that you can't tell them to stop being on the phone and you're on the phone. You can't do that. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. So when they start putting their phone down, I was like, oh, I didn't know they were paying attention. I felt free in my mind. I felt like it was controlling me. It's like, okay, let me go finish that conversation. Well, I got to get ready for the show. So I had to listen to certain things, but usually I'm in control. See, everybody's not like me. I put in what I want in my search bar. Y'all just let whatever message they want to send you today, that's what y'all listen to. But you make sure you got your algorithm right on YouTube. Do not listen to people taking you down that rabbit hole and telling you dumb stuff about the opposite sex. You're going to be by yourself. So when you be like, it feels good today, but tomorrow when you're by yourself, when they buy up all the land and they say you got to pay $1 million for a little square lot, then you're going to be like, where's all the good men? Where's all the good men? But you could have worked with the one right next to you. You see what I'm saying? So, anywho. So yeah, that was Andrew Tate. The next one is pay attention, guys, to the rich buying up land. Okay. If y'all gonna do anything when y'all get your businesses and everything together, make sure y'all buying land. Okay. I'm not even gonna go into the Dutch farmers. Like, basically, there's some people that have sinister plans to buy up land and try to control the food supply. They want to be like ultra rich, right? And they want to control your food. They want to control like what's going on in the global market. So we have bigger fish to fry. We have things to pay attention to. We got land to buy. We got properties to build. We have to get on about finding the people that belong in our lives, working together and building a future for tomorrow. Okay. I told them on the Ruth and Real Estate show, I said, everybody needs to have a paid off house in the family. Everyone needs to have a paid off home in the family. If that's what y'all want to do with the home, when people say they don't want to sell it, I don't push them. I don't push them because you got your right? Because y'all gonna need that. I ain't gonna be around there like, Ruth, now you told us to sell it. Don't call me with that phone call. Listen, right? So just these are things we have to do. And the last topic for today is Nia Long, right? We know that Nia Long's husband was suspended. He's a coach, head coach, and he got suspended. I don't know all the details, but one part of the story that I want to cover was I noticed how, and I just want to point out all the crazy feminism going on around. Like, I believe in women's rights and all of that, but I don't believe in crazy feminism, toxic femininity. I don't believe in that, or toxic feminism. She said, oh yeah. So Nia Long, her husband was cheating on her. I thought the story was going to be like, oh, why would she let him cheat? All this other stuff. She obviously had to. Come on. But everybody know what your husband doing. Come on. And I'm like, you're a little busy there. I don't know. Anyway, so every time the men bring up the point I believe it was Stephen Smith that brought up the point that women are not going punished, that they're not getting punished for having this consensual relationship. He was bringing up the point that, when the white guys do it, right? When the white guys do it and the white guys cheat and all that stuff, you don't hear, you never see when they keep things under wraps. You're like, oh, I think something's going on. I don't know. But they went to the press conference, I heard, and they just completely embarrassed the man. Then they said he broke the policy. Then they suspended him. So Stephen's argument was, why didn't you fire him? Right? Because he was sleeping with I think a general manager's wife. Like, oh, you play. Like, what you don't do is mess with your money, my friend. I mean, so they're like, you should just fired him. No, you want to make him suffer. All right. You want to embarrass him and make him suffer. And then the women, this is the part I want to enter in the conversation. The women got nothing. This is what they do. Y'all had to wake up. They send a feminist to get on the phone. No, women. Let me see if I can find the clip. Because y'all not going to believe me. Y'all not going to believe me. Okay, let me put Neil on. Let's see who comes up. You're not going to believe me. He was like, no, women, this and that and the third. Like, there we go. He's arguing with this lady, with this Malika lady. And she's like, what you're not going to do is blame all women. All women? What are you talking about? He was talking about just the woman that was in a relationship with him. She twisted it. If you see it in real time, you'll see what these women do, how they twist the conversation. I'm gonna talk about the pay gap next week. Oh, that was a good video. Because the truth is the truth, and what's real is real. And y'all not gonna just make me believe whatever. Nah. Y'all have to think for yourself, and you have to look at all the sides of the issue before I think hold on, guys, it's the last topic. Let me go back to I want the one that okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Oh, it's your boy, Shay Duke Jackson, back at it again. There's another episode of Celebrity. Okay, I think this was him. All right, I think this is the one I saw. Yeah. All right, so he's a Celtics coach. See, I'm glad I ain't like put my mouth in that. I was like, what? I got the team wrong. This ain't right.
Not trying to do anything, but hear me, man. Come on. Let's face it, Nia Long is a very beautiful actress. I mean, even in her later years, she is still very attractive, and a lot of men would be happy to have her. So when we found out that our brother Ime Udoka got with her, we're all happy for the guy. And I want you to watch this other clip of this young lady who feels like somebody like Nia Long should never be cheated on.
Cheating on Nia Long is crazy. Cheating on Nia Long is crazy. Cheating on Nia Long is crazy. I know every time some man cheats on a beautiful, sought-after celebrity woman, right? People are like, it can happen to the best of us. Cheating on Nia Long is crazy.
All right, we get it. Nia Long is absolutely too sexy for any man to cheat on her. But really, the story is not about Nia Long so much.
So we can all agree that he's wrong. He shouldn't have cheated on her. She's gorgeous. Yeah, but other things is you don't know how she is at home. I give you that because man, the nicest of the people, man, you be like, dang, you was nice. I met some women, and I was like, yo, nobody would have ever thought the hell how crazy my interaction was with you after week 2. You don't know. I'm not saying Nia Long is this problem, but there's the mask that women wear, and then there's the real behavior. And men, the same thing. You just will never know until you know the person.
As it is about Ime Udoka. Let's talk about this, guys. Rewind, Diva!
But I don't think anybody should be cheated on. Just leave them.
So Ime Udoka was a journeyman in the NBA. Never really.
I wanted to say something about men aging. I know y'all say men age like fine wine, but not all of y'all do. I'm just saying he did look younger. And I wanted to go on record saying that, okay? I could see how when somebody get older don't look as good as when they were younger. That's what I would like to say for all the men that want to be like, well, when you was younger, you was cute. Mm-hmm. Same for y'all. Same for y'all. Some of y'all age like milk too.
They got off to be.
I'm not saying him. I'm just saying some of y'all do.
Basketball player, but he was a team player. He was an assistant coach to the Spurs. He was undrafted, so he wouldn't have been in, but he worked with the Celtics. And guess what? Your first year, you take the team to NBA Final. Nemo. The other one, I don't know. I don't know which one it is because there's names being dropped like Alice Feaster. They're saying it's true and it's not true, but definitely it's somebody. And it really doesn't matter the person's name, guy. It doesn't matter the person's name, if she's white or if she's black. The issue is, bro, you are a black man. Now, I don't care if you're Nigerian descent, Igbo descent. When you're out there coaching, you are being respected as one of us. You made it for us.
One thing I like about O'Shea Duke Jackson is there's a pride about being black with him. And I love that. So he's not going to automatically go to the guy's side or the girl's side. He's just like, listen, what's the best thing for our people is X, Y, and Z. At first, I couldn't stop. I was like, ooh. But I get it. So he's basically like, come up. Stop being a Pookie and a Ray Ray. Wait, it's another topic. Yo, it's a bad topic. Yo, did y'all hear about T.I.? Wait, he called him the Pookie and Pookies. Oh my gosh, it was so funny.
One of those racist films ever was called The Birth of a Nation. And this film was like, a long time ago. Not the newest one, but the original one. And The Birth of the Nation, not the one written by Nate Parker, but the first one, was pretty much a preview of what was to come. If black people ruled an entire country, what would they do? What would they act like? This is in 1915, okay? And basically you saw people saying that blacks were going to be eating watermelon and doing all of these things. It was directed by D.W. Griffith. And again, it's known as one of the most racist films of all time. Now, obviously, there have been black NBA head coaches who have never done this. But the fact that Ime Udoka has, and he's going to risk being suspended for a whole entire year, it shows something that, a lot of black men, not all, but some black men are willing to throw it all away, all 21 years, throw it away just for some behind at work. I want to give a story real quick, Nemo. Story time music! There was this guy named Sheldon. I used to work for something that you're not really serious about. Now, let me kind of get back to this whole Nia Long thing and she's too beautiful to be cheated on. Obviously, when you work someplace, people you work with all the time, you're closer to them.
Now, one thing y'all gonna do, we've talked about, did we ever do a show, Work Wives, Work Husbands? I think we touched on it, yeah, in part of a show. And I don't play that. No, we don't do no Work Wives, Work Husbands stuff. No, that's like having a friend and then, oh yeah, we are not physical. And then they get together. Like, no, there's no waiting room. Okay. No work wives, no work husbands. Don't put me in that category. Everybody has their boundaries. That's fine. I'm not doing it. Keisha said, ha.
You're there with them more than your family. And there could be some trouble in paradise. All right? But here's something that black men gotta always understand. You never sleep where you eat. Yeah, I didn't say the curse word. But
sleep where you poop.
Right? You don't screw people where you eat. If you feel that it's necessary for you to get somebody else, there's plenty of places that you can do coaching of Ime Udoka. I believe the last.
All right, so that was definitely, sorry guys, I pulled up the wrong one, but anyway, they were not. They basically put out some women that they would name some women and they didn't pinpoint who it was exactly, but maybe some maybe some innocent women got named, but they didn't do it. They didn't. So people were upset that, okay, well, we don't know who it is. So the lady, she just kept saying like, well, we don't know the information that was given, and they did an investigation. I wish I could. They did an investigation, um, and we have to respect the investigation. I said, when you go to law school, ma'am, when did you go to law school? Because that sounds such like a lawyer answer. It don't make any kind of sense. Not at all. Not at all. So I was just like really surprised. And she was like, he was just like, well, why didn't the girls, if he violated the work policy, why didn't the other people that violated the work policy get suspended or fired as well? So basically, the women are getting away with it about having this consensual relationship. Mind you, yeah, you're married, you shouldn't be with somebody else, but at the same time, like, first of all, everybody knows who you are and who you're married to, right? And then, so if you're a woman and you enter that, like, that's your karma. So it's just ridiculous how they literally was like, oh no, the women shouldn't get suspended. Wait, you're telling me that the policy says he can't have consensual relationship, right? And then, well, he can't have a consensual relationship with his coworkers. Okay, so they both broke the policy, but only the man gets punished. Like when we realize that y'all want fair so bad, except for when it's fair against a woman. Women are so innocent. She was taking all. Let me be good, Ruth. Right? She was taking in all that D, and now she get to keep her job. And the man was involved too. They both should get fired. They both should get suspended. They both should have consequences, because what's going to happen is in the future, they're going to be like, hey, it's all good. It's all good. I'm a woman. They just going to fire the man. So I'm going to keep this happening. So it's not so like they want to stop this. No, no, no. They don't want to stop this. They don't want to stop this. They just want to embarrass the dude. And they like, you too good for us to let you go. But we gonna sit there and we gonna embarrass you. Here we go. I found it. Now let me show you. Feminist mad at Stephen A. Smith. There's a lot of talk surrounding the recent suspension of the head coach for the Boston Celtics. For updates, let's go ahead and get into it. Watch this.
Right, and listen, I agree to that aspect, but here's the thing too. The word accountability, okay? Accountability doesn't just go to Ime Udoka, okay? Accountability goes to the other people that played a part in that as well. Let me tell you another thing I didn't like about my good friend. Mind you, if you say accountability to some women, it's like submission. The same thing. It's like that's a curse word, accountability. Oh no, we don't do that. We just get it's like she can rob a bank, right? And listen, if the women did it, she must have had to feed her kids, right? Like if you listen to Jasmine Sullivan, I'll be listening to I'm looking for the silver. She's like, sorry, but I had to rob you. I want this is a stick up. And I'm like, huh? I ain't come to hurt nobody. I just want all your money and your I know that's all. In your wallets, in your pockets. But it's okay, because it's a woman. Like, are we really training our women to rob people? Wow. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's do that. It's okay. This is when we grow up normal, it's okay. But would you allow your daughter to do it? Would you want your daughter to do it who doesn't know the difference between reality and a song? Oh, all right. So now when your daughter in jail, you be like, dang, girl, what happened? I don't know. Jasmine Sullivan told me to bust some windows out the car and put the money and go rob people, but it's okay. With Grossbeck and Brad Stevens in this press conference, when they asked, is anybody else going to be punished? And they said no. And my whole thing is this, right? These are some of the facts that have been out. These are some facts that I know that, this relationship, one of these relationships that was had with Ime Udoka and one of these women, it was consensual, meaning that this woman actually played a part in it too. So my thing is, yes, Ime Udoka was wrong. We get that. His punishment, he deserved that, and whatever else follows, I hate it for him, but he put himself in this position. But the other people getting left off the hook. That's the problem that I have right now. Everybody
Watch it.
I think that we need to circle back to what Janae said, is that there was a investigation that was conducted by an independent law firm here, and I think that transparency is what will rule the day here.
Deflection.
Without having all of the information, it is unfair
Deflection.
and irresponsible of us to go and to speculate on that, because
Can y'all let me know if she has legal training? Sound like it.
I'm not speculating. I have the information. I'm not speculating.
But what we have to go with here is the fact that an independent law firm came in, did this investigation, and the facts that they were presented, they came to the conclusion that Ime Udoka violated a policy that warranted a 1-year suspension, and I share your frustration with the lack of transparency while understanding that there is some things that they need to, from a legal perspective, keep private. But knowing all of that, understanding all of that, we have to come to a conclusion that whatever rule, the conduct that was broken on one side, it is not the same. Sure, she's only there for the diversity quota, but they're always hiring these
I
women
can't
to
say
talk
that.
to men.
She said you only there for the diversity. She the real hater. I ain't a hater. Watch this. So wait, so then part 2 is the girl, one of the women went on here and he said, "This is my show." wait. He said, "This is my show. You ain't gonna sit there and shut me down."
He is in violation of the company policy. The woman who elected to have a consensual relationship with him
Yeah.
is not in violation.
She,
He gets to get mentioned and put on Front Street. We
Yeah.
don't know who she is.
see, they threw him under the bus in front of everybody, and then the women they covered her identity. But you was in the same consensual relationship, and I'm sorry, but like the person that's married is horrible, but the person that knows that the person is married, stay married, oof, it's rough.
Names paraded out into the streets. What about them? You ain't thinking about that. So here we are. We're throwing him out.
I mean, maybe they
Or
think,
you keep him.
Yeah.
But to keep him, yet suspend him. By the way, not just suspend him, but for the suspension to be indefinite.
It's almost worse like a late
You ruined his career for the next few years. He did it.
I
He
think
did
we
it.
have
But
NBA reporter and host of NBA Today, our friend Malika Andrews. Malika, do you have us?
I've got you, Molly. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being with us. And obviously, you had the statement from Udoka that was given to you. What's your reaction now after hearing the press conference?
Well, Molly, thank you. If I could first start with this.
do you notice how stern all of these women talk? If I could just, I hope I don't ever talk like that.
Janae, with all due respect,
Look at this.
this is not about
What you mad about?
pointing the finger. But
Go
if
back.
I could first start with this. Stephen A., with all due respect,
All due respect.
this is not about pointing the finger. Stop. Well, what became apparent to me in this press conference is that we do not have all of the information here. And it was frustrating to me that the Celtics declined to elaborate or to give more specifics about what exactly the rule breaking was that led us to this point. To that,
You remember when they said you have to cast reasonable doubt?
I'm to get that out of the way first. But to answer your question, Molly, I think what stood out to me, I think what stood
Did you see how he just said, "I'll respond, but go ahead"? Then he gave her back the floor.
out to me is that Brad Stevens, he was upset. That's what stood out to me about what he termed rampant Twitter BS is the word that he used, that women were unfairly dragged into this within the
Okay, we don't know no information, but we do know women were dragged into it. Now we can talk about it because it was on the women's side.
Celtics organization. You could see that Brad Stevens was visibly upset about this. And I also found that to be gross and unnecessary, that folks were bringing in the names and the images of women that it's just not a fact. It was purely speculation. And so to me, that is what stood out. But the Celtics as an organization could have done more. And short of doing more ahead of this yesterday, they could have owned that responsibility responsibility in this press conference. I understand that there were legal parameters that they had to operate within for everybody involved, and I appreciate the fact that they brought in outside counsel and did a thorough organization. I think that that is something that was clearly necessary in this situation. But the fact that it was able to go on all day, the fact that we are sitting here debating whether somebody else should have been suspended or not, we are not here, Stephen A., to further blame women.
Did you hear that? We are not here to further blame women, whether there's evidence or not, because we don't know. Maybe there's evidence, but we still won't blame them. That's what I read between those lines.
That is not why we are here.
They made it all about gender. We are not here. Sorry, y'all, but this reminds me of wait. Y'all remember growing up? Well, maybe not all of y'all, but black kids. It's like we had two sayings, right? They're like, if you try to tell us what to do, we be like, I ain't got to do nothing. I just got to stay black and die, right? That was the one, right? The other one was, why? Because I'm black. Why? Because I'm black. And it was like an ongoing joke. Why? Because I'm black. And now I feel like, why? Because I'm black, because it became, why? Because I'm a woman. But now they're dead serious. They're dead serious. She said, with all due respect, Stephen Smith, watch this.
And that's the part right there that irritated Stephen A. Smith. She tried to turn this into a don't point the finger at all women argument. But all Stephen A. Smith was saying was that the woman involved in the situation, who also worked at the company, she should be held accountable
It's called
as well.
rationale.
He wasn't trying to blame all women, but Malika, she really has a problem with any woman being held accountable.
Right. Watch him.
I don't appreciate where you're going with that.
I don't appreciate it. Yo, didn't I tell you? It's just like back in the day. Have you ever accused a white person? I don't appreciate where you're going with this. Like, I know what you're trying to say. I am not a racist. Watch this. I know what you're trying to say. I'm not misogynistic, and I'm not a sexist. Wait, go back.
Anybody, but where you're going with that. I'm not blaming
He got serious.
anybody, but Udoka. He deserves, the fact of the matter is, I've said, he deserved to be fired if they were going to fire him. If you're not going to fire him, then don't fire him. My issue is all of this being publicized. The point that I'm trying to make is just like you're not mentioning. Excuse me. I listened to you. You're the one telling me to stop on my show. It ain't happening.
It ain't happening. He said, you're the one telling me to stop on my show. Mind you, he was humble enough to say, I got a rebuttal, but I'm going to let you have the floor. I'm going to let you finish. So I let you good and finish. You finna let me good and finish right now. And let me remind you, and those at home who's watching, because I didn't know this was his show. He said, this is my show. This is my show. Masculine energy. Let's go.
She's 27 years old. Stephen A. Smith, he's 54 years old.
That's another
Twice her age. He allowed her to talk uninterrupted.
Respect your elders, okay? Respect. So if you like sparring with a man, don't get an older man. Respect your elders, because they know the rules of the game, and they know when you violate. Maybe younger dudes, I'm talking real stuff right now. Maybe younger dudes don't know the rules of the game, okay? Maybe younger dudes will let you pop off and think it's normal. But guys from back in the day, okay? Guys from back in the time when men were men and women were women, they know when you out of bounds. So you better come correct when you come to that type of man. Ain't happening, sis. Good luck, though. You tried it.
On his show for several minutes. But when he's talking, she's being disrespectful and interrupting him.
Number two, I've already said he deserves to be fired, or he deserves to be there and handle it internally and privately. If you're not going to handle it privately, if you're going to publicize it in that fashion, then obviously
I didn't know you were
everybody
Papa.
wanted to know,
Hey.
okay, well, who are the parties involved? When you have Amina Smith and
Watch from the
Smith
beginning.
and
It was
other
good.
women pointing out the fact that there were women who were wrongly implicated in all of this, it's a disservice to them. I didn't come out with the report about a consensual relationship. I didn't come out with the report ahead of time leaking that they were going to suspend him for the year. They did that. And my point is, considering how pervasive this kind of stuff has existed in professional sports for many years, my whole point is that, excuse me, make sure that you handle it in the same fashion it has always been handled. You could have fired him, and then we could have speculated till the cows come home, but he's gone. But to keep him there, keep him employed, but in the same breath, suspend him for a year, then also that year is indefinite. That is the issue that I have. Nobody's trying to protect Ime Udoka, and certainly nobody is trying to protect is to excoriate the women involved or anything like that. I'm talking about how things of this matter are
That was
usually
you?
handled.
I'm still on live. You called me when I was on live.
Organizational perspective, that is not consistent with what we have seen throughout the years. That is the only point that I was trying to make. I'm not trying to attack anybody, and if anybody deserves to be attacked, it's Ime Udoka for putting himself in this position. I've made that very clear. I'm just talking about you got owners and everybody else. They know the kind of stuff that's going on. You didn't say anything about anybody else. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about them. They didn't say anything about everybody else. All the other times this stuff has happened. But now when it comes to him, it's all over the place. That is my issue. That is my only issue.
And see, the part that I don't like is how Stephen A. Smith, he started backpedaling a little bit.
I noticed he
stand
did
on the
that.
same principle. The woman that's involved in the situation, she should suffer the same consequences. Suspend her, fire her, whatever you're going to do. But instead, she's being protected when she violated the same code.
So basically, long story short, if we want equality, we have to have equality in punishment as well. We can't pick and choose. Okay? So guys, let me know what you feel about these topics. Let me know like what we could do number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. But just let me know what y'all think, what's your opinion. And I do believe and know that there's good women out there, right? There's good women out there. We're growing, we're building, we're, becoming better women. And all the other topics that we talked about today. I am interested to see what you guys have to say about it. Thank you for everybody that participated, and I'll see you guys next week on Ruth and Relationships. Ruth and Relationships. Come again and handle it. It's the Ruth and Relationship Show. Bye. I'm still live, child. Oh my God. Hey. Hey, get it. Okay, bye. I got backup dancers. Bye.